It's okay. Stephon Diggs is not good at football. He's definitely not going to catch 2 touchdowns this week. You're fine. Welcome back to Couch Football. And yes, it has been, once again, it's been a while since we've done one of these.
My goodness.
Full disclosure, we did record a Thanksgiving episode, but due to technical difficulties, we were not able to publish it.
What, you didn't let the public know?
I don't think I did.
Even if it was terrible. Was it the content or was it the technical stuff?
All of the above. I mean, Caleb was in on it, and, it's always a train wreck when that happens.
Yeah. I understand.
But, yeah, I bought a new microphone, so hopefully we won't have the problem that we were having before. And full disclosure, it's just been hard. It's been hard to record. Ryan's been sick for like 2 weeks now. I just had my wisdom teeth taken out yesterday, so my face is all swollen up. So Ryan's probably going to do a lot of the talking today.
I will do as much as I do in other podcasts. Therefore, you will get filler comment from me, and Luke will do all the talking.
So, nah. But yeah, we all have physical ailments right now. Flu season, what can I say, The flu is what made me have to get my wisdom teeth taken out.
Elude the flu.
But yeah, we're going to do some NFL news, and then we are going to preview 2 of the upcoming games. You're going to have to bear with us for a good amount of it, but hopefully it'll be all right. So let's go ahead and check in on the news team.
News team, assemble!
So Ramondre Stevenson has a high ankle sprain. His x-rays came back negative, but he's still going to miss several weeks.
Makes sense.
Trevor Lawrence has the same injury, also high ankle sprain, but since he's a quarterback and not a running back, he is going to, quote, do whatever he can to try to play in Week 14.
He needs to as well.
Yeah.
If you saw any news about C.J. Beathard, he's on the injury report as well. So
nice. But yeah, I mean, if Lawrence isn't playing, then I'm benching Ridley. I'm benching Kirk if he ends up playing. I'm benching Zay Jones.
Parker Washington!
No, I'm not playing him either, but I would play Evan Ingram.
Not get excited.
But I would play Evan Ingram. Evan Ingram got a ton of Beathard targets when he came in the game, so... Justin Jefferson was a full go in Wednesday's practice. Looks like he will finally be coming back. He's gone for 6 weeks, I think.
Man, how's him and Dobbs looking up?
I mean, if you drafted Jefferson, you're playing him, so you're just gonna have to say a prayer before the game and maybe not even watch the game and just see what happens. Close your eyes and hope for the best.
I mean, looking at Arizona where he was before, you had him throwing to Marquise Brown, who was serviceable but wasn't a standout player. And Jefferson's better than Brown, but will Dobbs be able to throw to that high caliber of a receiver? Or maybe his quarterback play will improve because he has better route runners. Who knows?
Mm-hmm. Both Seahawks running backs were absent from Wednesday's practice.
Of course.
And also going up against the Niners. So I have both of them in one league, and then I grabbed Charbonnet in the league that I sold in. And I already wasn't excited to play either one against the Niners, and I'm certainly not going to want to play DJ Dallas against the Niners, so...
Somebody's getting some points. You got to play someone.
Charbonnet got 16 against the Dallas defense, so...
Yeah, the Dallas defense.
I mean, it's worse than the Niners, but...
Yes.
Still, they're still good defenses.
You can edit stuff out, right?
I don't want to. Just hold it under the table. Hold it!
Moving on.
All right. And then Zach Wilson is quarterback 1 for the Jets yet again. Ryan, as a Garrett Wilson owner,
I don't like this situation. I have Garrett Wilson and I have Cortland Sutton for the Denver Broncos, and I never know which one to play because Zach Wilson only has eyes for Garrett Wilson, and he gets like 15 targets a game. Mm-hmm. However, Cortland Sutton will go 2 for 4 for 50 yards and a TD. So I am very conflicted. personally, I need to win this week, but I mean, I won't bore you guys with my problems.
All right. That's all I got for news. So if you've got anything to tack on.
I would like to say Dallas Goedert is finally playing at practice, so the Eagles finally
We'll talk about him later.
Oh, will we?
Well, we're previewing their game.
Foreshadowing.
So.
Yeah, so he's finally back at practice. I'm happy because I traded for him earlier in the season, and then he immediately went on to IR. He was out. I mean, he had surgery, so I was a little upset about that. One thing to look at: Puka Nacua listed as limited, but Sean McVay says
It's a Wednesday practice.
Yeah. I'm just
What was the injury? It was something.
Hamstring. I don't know.
I thought it was something else. Oh, this is looking real professional right now.
Yeah, injured his shoulder in Sunday's victory. He has an AC joint sprain.
That's what I'm saying. AC sprain. Sean McVay had a quote like, "I thought he was dead and out for the season," and then he. Oh, I can't remember how the quote ends, but something about him being a champion or something like that.
Okay.
Because he did
Some
come back
high
and finish
praise.
the game after that. So
One other mention is Dalton Schultz is also limited at practice. He's the tight end for the Houston Texans. And this is significant because Tank Dell, debatably their number
out
one,
for
number
the
two
season.
receiver, is out for the season. So if their passing options are being more and more limited, makes you want to play CJ Stroud a little bit less.
Yeah.
So just something to note. Not too worrying. But
Going back to Puka Nacua, I've got a question about a league that I'm in. Should
Don't
I
play him.
flex Puka or Raheem Mostert?
Ooh, the most start.
Because Mostert got a touchdown this last week, but he was only on the field for 35% of snaps, and Achane was in for the rest.
Who do the Dolphins play this week?
The Dolphins play.
Ooh, the Titans?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to want to play Puka.
I think so too. Other players that I could.
They're going to get
flex.
ahead by 20, and then they're just going to let Achane just make up for lost time, which is scary because I'm playing against him in a league that I need to win.
Would you play Puka or Ridley?
Trevor Lawrence don't play. I'm not playing Ridley.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Puka's the best option. I've got Zay Flowers too, but I think Puka's the best option there. All right, I think that'll do it for news. Let's go ahead and do our game previews.
Game previews.
All right, we've got the 6-6 Bills at the 8-4 Chiefs. Ryan apparently is going to this game.
I will be at it, yes.
Yeah.
And it will be a fun game. Me, myself, and my brother, and then Mike Pine will come as well. But, it'll be a good game.
This will be your second Chiefs game that you've been to.
Yeah. So Arrowhead Stadium it's decent. The fans are a little crazy from my experience. Last game I went to was Chargers Chiefs, and they won.
It's a division rival.
Yeah, they won by a touchdown, and Chiefs fans were still cheering like a half hour after the game as we were walking down the causeway. So it's just an atmosphere to behold in and of itself. But the food there, I thought was pretty good. Got some fully loaded fries. Got some fries, some brisket on there, some white sauce and corn. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Some news going into this one. Dawson Knox is designated to return off IR. Might play, probably won't, but I think they opened up his 21-day window. So it's rough for fantasy players because Kincaid was looking real good.
Dude.
And now it might be a little bit of a timeshare. So
Hey, I am open for them to throw to the tight end position. As long as they don't throw it to Diggs, it'll be a good week.
selfish.
I am very selfish at this point, but the guy that I'm playing doesn't need a win to make the playoffs, but yet he's still playing all of his players.
All right.
Sorry. I digress.
You want to pull up betting lines?
Yeah. So Bills Chiefs. Bills are 6-6, as you said. Chiefs are 8-4. So no surprise, Kansas City is favored to win by only 1.5 though.
I mean, they did just get embarrassed by a Packers squad that's much worse than them. So
There is, oh man. And what has me worried is the over-under at 48.5, which is not high scoring, it's kind of average.
mm-hmm.
So you're looking at this saying, oh, the defenses are going to take over, and it's going to be kind of, we're going to get that 23-23 game. I don't know about that. Well, we can talk about it later. But popular pick is the Chiefs. Out of 11,000 people, 64% picked Chiefs. I said over-under was 48.5. And it looks like the Chiefs are what the general populace think will win this game.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do the fantasy window.
Fantasy window.
So the way the fantasy window works is we have must-starts for each team that you're going to play in fantasy, no matter what in this matchup, and then we're going to get into the more who's flexible, who are we not going to touch, that type of play. So starting off with Kansas City's must-starts, we have Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and Isaiah Pacheco.
Oh, Pacheco. Oh, you got to be playing Pacheco.
He's the number 9 RB on the year.
Which is insane since he went like 6th round in fantasy drafts, so...
I got him in one league.
Good value. I traded him in my other league, and I thought good that I offloaded him. I'm now kind of regretting it, but
yeah. So are we willing to play Rashee Rice?
Yes.
You are?
Oh, borderline must start.
Yeah. I mean, I liked him for sure. I think Robers right now is playing Jordan Addison over Rashee Rice with Justin Jefferson coming back.
Last 2 games, Rashee Rice has had 10 targets and 9 targets. And caught 8 of them in both games. So one of those games was 107 yards and a TD. The other one was 64 yards and no TD. But either way, you're playing him in PPR formats.
Yeah.
You're playing him as a wide receiver 3.
Yep, I agree with that. Buffalo is a mid-range matchup, which is what the last 2 games were also. So, I think we're probably out on Justin Watson and Sky Moore.
I'm out on any other pass catcher.
Yeah. And then Jerick McKinnon might be coming back, but probably not going to play him either.
No. Shout out to Clyde Edwards-Helaire, though, because he's had 40 rushes on the year to Pacheco's 57. So he gets utilized a little bit more than people think. He's not very productive when he gets used, but who knows? Oh, my bad. Sorry, I was looking at Pat Mahomes. Pacheco has 176. So even so...
Yeah, that makes sense. He gets the ball a lot.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire gets a couple rushes a game, so they use him as a change of pace. So yeah, probably not even a flex.
Yep. All right, we'll do Buffalo. Buffalo's must-starts. We've got Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, and that's probably it because...
Gabe Davis?
No, Gabe Davis is not.
Gabe Davis?
Gabe Davis is not a must-start. I'm not even touching him in the league I have him in. But
I dropped him, actually. He's just not good.
Yeah, I would have liked to be able to throw Kincaid in here, but with Dawson Knox almost coming back and the fact that Kincaid did not have a good game last time they played, and that Kansas City is 6th against opposing tight ends, it's just not. It's not must-startable to me. In the willing to, though, I am willing to play him. He's gotten a decent amount of targets. Number 13 tight end on the year. He was sharing the ball with Knox a lot early on, so
I mean,
last couple of weeks he's been much more than 13. Tight end 7, tight end 4, tight end 8, tight end 8, and then the last game, which wasn't very good, tight end 12. So got 8 points in that game against Philadelphia. So
I'm on the fence about Kincaid. I almost categorize him as a must start because you're playing him over a lot of other tight ends. Logan Thomas for the Commanders, Gerald Everett for the Chargers, Pat Freiermuth for the Steelers. That might be a toss-up. So I think Kincaid might still be a decent play this year.
Yeah. Freiermuth might come up a little bit on the next game. We're doing Eagles-Cowboys after this, and he might be a good comp to some players.
The Mule.
But, yeah, so we've got Allen Diggs. I'm willing to play Kincaid, assuming Dawson Knox is not back. If he is back, I might pull back a little bit on that. Then I maybe would go after Pat Freiermuth instead. How about the number 17 RB on the year, James Cook?
James Cook, I'm playing. I'd say he's a must start.
Yeah. Kansas City is a mid-range defense against the running back position. He's had some he's had some. The last 3 weeks been pretty productive. Philadelphia was not a good matchup, and he still got 16 PPR points. So, yeah, I would play him against Kansas City.
One interesting fact about James Cook. Do you know how many rushing touchdowns he has on the year?
1.
He has 1.
I had it up. So.
Oh. And Josh Allen has 9. So when they're at the goal line.
Yeah, I mean, it's the conundrum that you get when you have an Eagles running back.
Yeah, well, when you have a 1 yard sure shot play, then yeah, you know, little tush push.
Yeah, DeAndre Swift's still relevant. We'll talk about him in the next game, but still very relevant, even though he does not get the 1 yard carries. I will say James Cook's snap counts are very concerning to me. 46%, 46%, 43% were his last 3 games, but I think you're still firing him up.
He's still getting as many rushes as he's had in other games, so he's getting like 12 to 18. You're not going 20-plus rushes with James Cook. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah. Kansas City is like mid-range against every offensive position. Gabe Davis, Kansas City is number 15 against opposing receivers. He's the most inconsistent player in fantasy football, but are you going to play him? He got 12 targets the last game they played, but only caught 6 of them for 105 yards and a touchdown.
Dude, you got to ride that fire as long as
I am not riding that fire.
Ride the fire
He is
as
on my bench
long
this
as it
week.
burns. See, this is why you don't win fantasy football.
No. He's the reason I put up 190 the last 2 weeks I've played is because I did not play him.
No. Our metric is would Blair play him, and I think Blair would play him. Blair is a
Fantasy guru.
Yeah, I would look at him as such, just because he's unafraid to play players that we have long feared to play. So he checks fantasy probably once every week for about 5 minutes, and yet he still wins leagues. So we try to emulate, what would Blair do? Blair would play Gabe Davis. Ergo, you should play Gabe Davis, Luke.
Yeah. I don't think I'm playing Gabe Davis against the Chiefs. I don't think I'm playing him against the Dallas. But the semifinal and final weeks, Chargers, New England, I would maybe play him depending on how my team is shaping up.
Okay, so you would play him.
Khalil Shakur.
No.
Yeah, I'm not playing him either. Although he hasn't been bad. Latavius Murray, I'm out on.
I don't want to play anyone else.
Yeah. So we will jump into the team breakdown. So the team breakdown, I will name an area of play. We'll go over who we think is stronger at that position. And then the 5 categories. Whoever gets the majority should win the game. Doesn't always happen. We're starting with quarterback. And I'll go first. I'm going to go with Patrick Mahomes on this one.
Oh, my goodness. Really?
Has not had the flashiest season, but Josh Allen leads the league in interceptions, and he really needs to clean that up if they want to do anything this year. They're 6-6, and they are fighting for that. They are fighting for a wild card slot at this point, and I don't know if it's going to happen because they cannot take care of the ball. So that's my pick.
Yeah. I'm going split with you. I'm going Josh Allen. Number 1 guy in fantasy right now. Leading the league in interceptions, but he still has 24 TDs. So,
but it hasn't made them win games.
Yeah, they're 6-6 for sure. But on his legs, I mean, they benefit more from his legs than, say, the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes.
Well,
so
if you want to lump Josh Allen into the run game on the next category, then you feel free to do that.
I can have one. I can either have QB or running. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. We change the rules very frequently. So next category is going to be running backs. So Isaiah Pacheco, Jerick McKinnon, James Cook, Latavius Murray. I mean, you could, if you want to, you can throw Josh Allen into this one.
Mm-hmm.
But I think I'm still good. Well, you go ahead.
I go ahead?
Yeah.
I go ahead? Oh. I want to go James Cook so badly, but watching Pacheco play, have you seen him on the field? The dude's a little lightning rod.
Yeah.
He gets the ball. He makes some dynamic movements. He is quick and elusive, and he has 6 TDs on the season as opposed to Cook's only 1 TD. I would say overall, though, not just looking at Pacheco, but if McKinnon's back, CHE. Latavius Murray is probably better than CHE, but overall, I like Kansas City's run game better than Buffalo.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna go Casey as well. Even with Josh Allen included in that one, I think Pacheco was just having a year that I never anticipated him having.
Oh, I
Just
anticipated it
seeing him
last year.
coming
It
in
just never
the
happened.
league last year. Yeah. Well, he came in the league last year. I think I picked him up for a little bit in one league, but he just wasn't that special. And then here he is cooking. So we'll do pass catchers next. Diggs, Gabe Davis, Khalil Shakur, Dalton Kincaid, possibly Dawson Knox, and then Rashee Rice, Justin Watson, Sky Moore, Travis Kelce.
So we should definitely start breaking into wide
No.
receiver and tight end. We definitely
You
should.
say it every episode.
You have Kelsey, who's an elite tight end, and then you have Stephon Diggs, who's an elite wide receiver. And it's kind of hard to compare the two because you have different schemes for different people.
I can break it down. I like Gabe
Gabe Davis?
I like Gabe Davis more than Justin Watson. That's pretty well. I guess I would
What
have to
about
compare him to
Rashee
Rashee Rice, huh? Well, I like Rashee Rice more than Gabe Davis, but I like Khalil Shakur over everybody else on the Chiefs. And
You don't like MVS? He'll drop the occasional ball for you.
yeah, and I don't mind Dalton Kincaid. Obviously, Kelsey's better than Kincaid. Diggs is better than Rice. Gabe Davis is better than Justin Watson. And then I do like Khalil Shakur lately, so I'm going to go with the Bills.
Yeah, and I'm just giving you a hard time. I'm going with the Bills, too. I want to go with the Chiefs, but the Bills have a plethora of weapons who have produced for them in the past and who are good football players. You know, Kincaid, if Knox is back, we said Shakir, Davis, Diggs. I mean, there's a whole lot of people you can throw to on that side of the ball. And then Patrick Mahomes has been known to pass it around, pardon the pun, but since there's no like number one receiver on the Chiefs, usually he passes to a lot of different people, and Kelsey as well. So I just think the Bills have more, I guess, better options than the Chiefs.
So next is defense, and I'll say it's somewhat. The Chiefs have had a pretty decent defense all year, which they don't typically have a good defense. That being said, I think I'm still going to go with the Bills. In fantasy, the Bills are the number 4 defense on the year. But they get to the quarterback. They have multiple 4+ sack games. They have that game against Washington week 3 when they sacked Howell 9 times.
Washington.
They take away the ball a decent amount, and Von Miller is healthy and playing. So yeah.
You said the Bills.
Yeah, so I'm going with the Bills.
Okay. I thought you were questioning your.
Well, I was questioning whether or not Von Miller was truly back. I know he's back, but that dude gets injured so frequently, he might have gotten injured, and I might not have even seen it.
So you're probably gonna hate me. I'm gonna go split again. I'm going Chiefs on this, and I'm looking at points allowed. They're number 3 versus the Bills, number 5 in the league. So just a little bit better there. As you said, with the 9-sack game, I mean, they're right now the Bills are 1 sack ahead of the Chiefs, and if you pare that 9 down to a reasonable like 4, then not even close. So I am going to pick the Chiefs defense as a defense that we have thought of middle of the road for the last couple years, but I think they're top 10 this year. So.
All right, and then Coach Sean McDermott versus Andy Reid. I feel like every time this has ever happened, we always just take Andy Reid.
Yeah, he's got the mustache. He's got the mask behind him.
Actually,
he's in commercials.
Sean
McDermott in commercials.
We go split, yeah, and that's why I respect. And that's why I respect him.
So should we go?
I think I do pick McDermott probably half the time, just because I give him a lot of credit for what the Bills have become in recent years. But Reid's got the better record right now, and I don't know what's going on with the Bills, so I think we're going Kansas City.
Oh, you're just going to speak for me? Yeah, I'm going Kansas City.
Yeah.
But you know.
So we've got Kansas. This is a disaster. Kansas City took 2 categories. We went split on 2, and the Bills took pass catchers. So
So Kansas City.
Theoretically,
No.
that's Kansas City.
We mirrored what Vegas said. I mean, Vegas said it was going to be close.
Sure.
1.5.
So yeah, we'll do score prediction 48.5.
Yes.
I feel like this one's not going to be as high scoring because I feel like these offenses aren't as good as they typically are, and the defenses are pretty solid. So I'm gonna go 21. You know they're gonna fight. I'm gonna go 21-17, and I'm gonna take Kansas City.
Yikes. You should have just went a little bit lower, like 7-3. Okay, this probably shouldn't say what I want, but you know, 7-3, 300 yards of total off. You know. I'm gonna shoot the over because remember I'm gonna be at this game, and last game I was at was Bears Lions, and they shattered the over. So I'm going 28-24.
Okay.
And picking the Bills for this game. I think they're going to beat them at Arrowhead.
We'll see. I'm sure that's what you want to happen since you have Josh Allen.
Well, it's in a different league, so that league don't matter. I just care about Diggs not getting points, but I have resigned myself to the fact that he will get 3 TDs and 100.
It's okay. Josh Allen.
180 yards. About 210.
It's okay. Stephon Diggs is not good at football. He's definitely not going to catch 2 touchdowns this week. You're fine.
Luke has this thing where he acts like he's on my side, and it's like, there's no way in the world this will ever happen, and then it happens, and he thinks he's hilarious. And he's just
Jake Elliott nailed that 59-yard field goal, didn't he?
He did. That was a long field goal, but then I lost more points in overtime because of people catching balls. And I lost that week.
Balls. All right.
We talk about football. You have to be okay with the word ball, Luke.
All right. Next game. We got the 10-2 Eagles at the 9-3 Cowboys. The Cowboys almost lost to the Seahawks. So I don't know how to feel about them right now.
Seahawks are a good team.
They're all right.
We're reading this game. What happened to Bears Lions?
Yeah, we're not doing
Just
Bears
because
Lions.
we're Bears fans does not mean we can never review Bears games on.
Why don't you go ahead and pull up the betting lines?
Okay. Calm down.
The Eagles, though, lost the Niners in that game, and now Brock Purdy is the MVP favorite once again. And
BP.
I think the Eagles are probably gonna just destroy the Cowboys in this one. I think there's a good chance it'll be close, but I think the Eagles they've got a lot to prove, and I don't think they're exactly happy about the media attention they've gotten in the last week. So
this is actually the second time they're meeting this year. They played Dallas 5 weeks ago, and they won that 28-23. So a 1-score game.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
That was before Dak was on his hot streak, though, right?
Dak has been on fire. I don't know when it started, but yeah, I think he's been QB1 a couple times these past 3 weeks. So, anywho, we got it being played at AT&T Stadium, so I don't know if that's why. But Dallas -3.5. So they expect the Cowboys to win. Vegas does. Over under at 52. High-scoring game with decent defenses. The general public is also picking the Cowboys at 62%.
Yeah, they're more Cowboys fans than Eagles fans.
18,000 people out there think the Cowboys are going to bust up the Eagles. So, which I don't know. I mean, as you said, Cowboys last week against the Seahawks. And Geno Smith was struggling.
All year.
A bad I don't know about that. It's hard to discount Philly, but Philly has also had some bad games.
Mm-hmm.
Almost lost this last week,
All right, let's do the fantasy window. So Dallas's must-starts. We've got Dak Prescott, begrudgingly Tony Pollard. Philadelphia is second against the run, and Pollard has not had the best year, but we'll throw him in there for this one. And then CeeDee Lamb is a must-start. So one that just fell out of must-start was Jake Ferguson, who's the number 9 tight end on the year in full-point PPR leagues. Philadelphia is 22nd against the tight end position, so they're not great against tight end. So I'm definitely playing him this week, but I didn't know if I wanted to call him a must start. So
I mean, he caught a TD last week.
I mean, he catches a lot of touchdowns. He's got probably 5 touchdowns on the year.
He caught a TD last week. I got 5.
Yeah.
But again, there's a lot of pass catchers in Dallas, so I could see why you'd leave him off must start. I'd be on the fence. It doesn't. I'm not offended by you don't have him as a must start, but I could see it either way.
And then I don't know why this is being weird with the stat line, but whatever. I'll move past it.
In the same vein, though, Cooks.
Cooks is the next one on the list. Are we playing Brandon Cooks?
I
Last
mean,
couple of weeks, pretty good.
You're playing Cooks is about the same amount you're playing Gabe Davis, I think. I mean, you're still trying to chase points.
Brandon Cooks waited for me to sell him, and then he decided that he was going to have, let me check, 3 top 24 finishes in the last 5 weeks.
He has
Last
been,
4 weeks.
He has been rather good. I mean, you want him over Gallup for sure, just for yards, targets, receptions, touchdowns. I mean, but you're still looking at him at Gabe Davis, and Gabe Davis, wide receiver 3, or down to a flex. So,
and the Eagles are the worst defense against fantasy receivers. So I'm playing Cooks in this one. Not that I
over
have
Davis.
a choice, but over who?
Over Gabe Davis?
Yeah.
Romeo Dobbs?
Maybe not Dobbs. Honestly, maybe not Gabe Davis, but it's really hard because of the name recognition of Gabe Davis, but looking at Brandon Cooks' last couple weeks, I mean, it's hard to deny that they've been doing something. They completely have changed something around him. Still not getting a ton of targets, though. 4 or 5, 4, 10 is his last couple weeks. So he's very touchdown dependent, but so is Gabe Davis. So I would say that's about where the line is for me. They're a 50-50 split right now for me. Anyone else on here? So you said no to
Cowboys
Gallup.
or for the
For the Cowboys, yeah. You said no to Gallup. I also would say no to Gallup. Rico Dowdle, I'm not playing.
yeah, I think he deserves a mention. He gets a couple rushes a week, but you don't want to play him for fantasy.
Yeah, I'm not playing against Philly.
He gets utilized more often than you would. I mean, 63 rushes on the year to Pollard's 160.
Yeah.
So about every third rush is Dowdle, which I think is pretty good for a backup.
Yeah. Would you play Dallas's defense against Philadelphia?
Dude, you play Dallas's defense against anyone. I know. It's a
hard,
0
it's a
point.
hard call.
But Dallas's defense has been phenomenal.
Yeah. It's a tough call. I mean, I would probably play them because if I've got Dallas, I don't want to roster a second defense, and you're not going to drop Dallas. So, all right. Philadelphia must starts. We've got Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith.
Man, Jalen Hurts is a must start. What?
Oh, yeah.
Being a little facetious.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hug jocular.
Oh. That is a 3-syllable word, my man.
So are we willing to play Dallas Goedert in his return game? Dallas is 11th against opposing tight ends, so not a terrible matchup, but not a great one. Goddard's coming off an injury, and
Dallas Goedert.
there's a lot of people that a lot of pass catchers in Philly. So this one's a tough one for me.
I'd play him.
It's because you don't have anybody else.
No, I have Kittle in that league, but I'm playing Kittle over Goddard.
Yeah.
Which might be about the line now that Deebo Samuel's back.
Yeah.
You're playing him over Pat Freiermuth.
He was the one I was going to bring up in this one. So you're playing him over Freiermuth?
Probably. If he's 100%, you're playing Goddard over the Muth.
No.
You're playing him over Kincaid. You're playing him over Knox. You're playing him over Thomas, Musgrave, Kate Otten. Maybe not Schultz.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Ferguson's about the line. Yeah, I would play Ferguson over Goddard. So
Yeah. Yep, okay. DeAndre Swift, who could have been a must start, but Dallas is third against the run, and he did not have a good week last week. So this one is a little tough. I think I think you're playing him. You're playing him over probably Mostert. At least I am in the league that I have both of them in.
Yeah, barring last week where he only rushed 6 times for 13 yards. I mean, he's been a must-start every single week. And it's a weak must-start. I mean, you're looking at RB2 numbers from him. You're not looking at RB1, but I would say you're at least flexing him. So,
Yeah. Okay. We can probably... You playing the Eagles defense against the Cowboys?
I don't want to step into that buzzsaw.
Yeah, I don't really want to do it either. Okay, we'll flip it over to the team breakdown. So quarterback, Dak versus Jalen Hurts. This is pretty close now because of how Dak has been the last 5 weeks or so.
You want me to go first?
And
You
Hurts
want
has
this?
not looked great, but Hurts did just have to play the Niners.
Do you want this or you want me to go?
You can go.
Me to go? Okay. I'm taking Dak Prescott. And I'm looking purely at the stats, purely at the quarterback numbers and passing ability of that. I get Jalen Hurts can run from time to time, but he's dealing with, is it a hamstring or a knee issue right now?
I thought it was a concussion.
Hurts?
I thought he was being evaluated for concussion.
You okay?
He doesn't have a injury tag, so.
Gotcha. I thought something was up with his leg, or has been most of the season. Anywho, Dak Prescott, completion percentage at 7%, which is above average in the league.
Almost as good as Brock Purdy.
He's thrown for 250 more yards. He has 26 TDs and 6 interceptions. And Jalen Hurts has 19 TDs and 10 interceptions. So if we're looking at pure quarterback play, I'm going with Dak Prescott.
Yep, I'll go with Dak too, but this one is pretty close to me. Running backs: DeAndre Swift, Kenneth Gainwell, Boston Scott, Rashad Penny, Tony Pollard, Rico Dowdle, Deuce Vaughn. And if we're factoring quarterback runs into this category, I think I'm going with the Eagles. And even if we weren't, I would probably still take the Eagles. They have a ton of depth at this position. And they have a phenomenal running offensive line, and I mean that's about it. But yeah, they're pretty good at the running game.
Yeah, I'm going with Eagles. It's a little bit closer with me, but I will say Jalen Hurts has fumbled the ball a couple times, and that leaves me a little worried with ball security. But even so, as you said, they got a lot of options. They got a lot of depth. Dallas. They only have Pollard, who I'm not a huge Pollard fan, but he still has done well in the last couple games for the Cowboys. So I go Eagles.
Okay, and then pass catchers is next. CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, Jake Ferguson versus A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Dallas Goedert. I think I lean Philadelphia.
Oh, do you now?
I think that I take CeeDee Lamb over A.J. Brown, but I think I take Devontae Smith over Brandon Cooks. I take Dallas Goedert over Jake Ferguson for now.
Okay.
For now, but I mean, give it a couple more weeks, it'll probably be Ferguson. But
yeah, I mean, Goddard's played 3 less games, and Ferguson only has 80 more yards, 90 more yards than him. So I could see it. Now he's caught more TDs. Looking just at the numbers, I mean, A.J. Brown and CeeDee Lamb are pretty much identical with, they both have 7 TDs. They're both about, 1,200 receiving yards on the season. Receptions, 81 to 90. So that's pretty much a wash there. And then I look at Devonta Smith, and that's what sways me. So I'm going to go Eagles as well.
yeah. And then we will go with defense.
I will say, Cowboys, I think, have more depth at receiver with Cooks and Gallup.
Okay. We'll go again with defense. This one's close, but I think I'm going Dallas. They're flashier.
I picked, but
Even without their best corner, they're still very good.
they got that Micah Parsons on the line there. I hear he's pretty good at the football.
He's all right.
Yeah, Cowboys. Here's the thing. Cowboys are fourth in points allowed per game, so they're one of the best. However, they had that first game against the Giants where the Giants didn't score any points. So I'm wondering if it skewed just a little bit. Even so, they're number one in the league in points scored, if you didn't know. So that with a good defense, I'm looking at the Cowboys defense to do better than the Eagles defense. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm playing the Cowboys defense, but if we're looking at whose defense is going to do better, it's got to be the Cowboys.
Yeah. And then coach is the last category.
Coach.
Sirianni versus
McCarthy. Mike McCarthy.
And once again, like every Dallas game, I refuse to pick Mike McCarthy because I don't think he's a good coach. So I'm going with Sirianni.
I feel you're very biased at this point.
The dude has never had to coach a team with a bad roster. It's ridiculous.
I feel you're very biased at this point.
Sirianni did not have that great a roster when he came to Philly.
Hey, if McCarthy was doing this well all year, I might pick McCarthy here. But he's had a couple good games. I get that they're 9-3, but let's look at those wins. I mean, you got wins against the Giants, the Jets, New England, and the Giants, Carolina. They haven't really played a lot of good teams, so it's kind of hard to give it to Mike McCarthy when he hasn't had to face a lot of adversity in high-profile teams in the league. I mean, they did play San Francisco. They lost 10-42. Which the Eagles, I think it was the exact same score last week. Nope, 19-42. So Cowboys did 1 point better against the Niners. Even so, the Eagles have wins against Buffalo, Kansas City. They beat Dallas earlier in the year. They won against Miami. They did lose against the Jets, which is kind of weak, but I go with Sirianni because it seems like his game plan has been working, and they've won more games on the year because of it.
Okay. So Philadelphia took 3 out of the 5 categories. We'll do the score prediction, and even though I think in my heart I feel like Philadelphia is going to come out swinging, and they're probably going to run away with it.
That's an unpopular opinion.
But as a betting man, I think I would take Dallas to win the game, and I think I'm going to go... I think I am going to go pretty high scoring.
52 was the over-under.
Yeah, I'm hammering over.
38-52.
No, I think I'm going with 31-34.
That is a
And I'm taking Dallas.
man.
These teams have been putting up a lot of points.
I understand. Like if you look at points scored per game, Dallas is number 1 and the Eagles are number 4. I don't know that it's going to get up to there, though. I mean, can it? Should it? Will it?
I mean, what was Eagles versus Bills?
Yeah, that was
34-37.
worst game of the year right there, but,
34-37.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. In the rain, freaking Josh Allen just keeps throwing that. Yeah, it's stupid. Sorry, I digress.
Mm-hmm.
But I will hit the under for this. I am going 24-14, and I'm going to say Eagles.
Okay. All right, I think that'll do it for this episode. We may or may not be posting Between the Cushions next week. It's like I said, it's been very hectic this year. Hopefully our schedules will become a little bit easier going forward. So, all right, thanks for listening.
Bye.